Cautioners viewers. Hey everybody, it's Pajama Life with our review of F1 Train Dreams and Starfleet Academy or DS9. Let's take a look.
Some people look at Sonny Hayes. They see a gambling junkie who missed his shot. The best that never was. But I see possibility.
I think it's really wonderful that Apex are giving second chances to the elderly.
It's all right. You just wait. I'm quicker than you.
You think I'd feel if you die on the track?
3 laps. 3 laps is a lifetime.
Hey everybody, welcome back. And it's the dynamic duo today. David, say hey to the people.
Hey everybody, great to be with you tonight. It's a chilly night across the country, but we've got some films that may be heating up.
Or not. So tell me what you thought of this speed version of Top Gun.
Or Top Car, which Tom Cruise and
Yeah,
Nicole
oh.
Kidman made. And Burt Reynolds with Stroker Ace. And
No,
so
not
many of
Stroker
the...
Ace.
No, in all seriousness,
Cannonball
I really
Run. We might as well go all the way back.
Well, Cannonball Run, though, that was like on the highway. It was not a race movie, so we have to do a little different. But, man, F1 was fantastic. I loved this. I loved the music. I loved the speed of it. When you've seen, now, have you ever been to like a Formula One or those kind of cars, like a race in person?
Not Formula One. I think I've been to one of the, not Daytonas, but one of those kind of race
One of the
tracks.
okay, that kind of car. Well, and I probably prefer, I'm not an expert by any means. I probably prefer those cars, but with the F1, those vehicles are so low to the ground, and it is unbelievable to watch them go. And the speed, it's fascinating in person, in the real life. And I love the movie. Brad Pitt was great. Javier, man, he is so tremendous in every role. And I love how he can be so many different people. I mean, he is truly an actor's actor. And so I loved this. I wasn't necessarily expecting it. Top Car was okay with me. Now, what about you? I loved it. How do you feel?
I liked it. I thought it was really good. I see why it was nominated for Best Sound.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, it really captured the feel of
Yes.
being there and the look. And I thought that it was well acted. I thought it was his character, Brad Pitt's character, was really interesting.
Mhm.
I thought that it was really, he really didn't speak a lot, similar to what we'll see in Train Dreams. You know, they're both kind of Westerns in a different kind of way. And it's that lone gunslinger kind of person comes in to save the town, save the people. It's that kind of thing. And it's really great to see him in a role like this. I mean, if you kind of compare Top Gun and F1, it's the same director. And I think I like this one better. I know for people
Really?
who love Top Gun, they're gonna be all like, what are you talking about? But I think that it is something really interesting, and definitely something that took me by surprise that its depth of emotion and its the action, but really how well acted it was. Damson, I forget his last name, but he was in Snowfall. And Carrie, I think her name is Condon, the engineer. It's so interesting because in our TV shows, they have American accents. And so I never knew she was Irish. I didn't know until recently that he is British. And so it's just like, oh my gosh, how do they get our accents so right? And then we botch theirs in any movie.
And botch them badly.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Botch them badly.
Yeah, so I think if you want, it's I think why I don't love it, I think it's a touch too long. I mean, it's like 2 hours and 40 minutes or something like that.
It's up there. I thought it went by fast, but it is a longer flick.
It didn't go by fast the first time I watched it. I was like, come on already. I think they still could have shaved a half hour off of it and it would have been top notch. So, but I think overall it's a great movie. I see why it got nominated. It's kind of that classic kind of movie the committee likes. So we'll see. But definitely, I think we both agree to put your shoes on and go and watch F1 on Apple TV Plus.
Yep.
All right. Next up is one of the quietest movies out there, but let's take a look at Train Dreams on Netflix.
World's an old place. Probably nothing it hasn't seen by now.
This world is intricately stitched together, boys. Every thread we pull, we know not how it affects the design of things.
Yeah, what do you do?
Do you think bad things that we do follow us through life?
I don't know. I've seen bad men raised up and good men brought to the knees.
It's all threaded together, so you can't tell where one thing ends and another begins.
Beautiful, ain't it?
What is?
All of it. Every bit of it.
Wow. Okay, so this is based on a novella. And I'll probably review both to compare the movie and the novella. I just thought this was so boring though. Was it beautiful? Yes. Did Joel Edgerton do an amazing job? Definitely. Was it so heavy? Yes, it's so heavy and so quiet. I mean, that's the power of it. But I think that during these times, I'm just not really, I just don't want to watch something this heavy. However, it is beautiful. Definitely a movie that deserves the cinematography Oscar. It is one of the most beautiful movies that I've seen. I think its only competition might be Frankenstein. And this was just gorgeous, but I was like, oh my goodness. I had to watch it twice. The first time I fell asleep 2 times.
I was going to ask, that was my next question. My first question to you was, did you sleep? Did you get a couple of, whoo?
I was knocked out. And it's so sad. But I understand what it does. And then you have to ask yourself at the end of it, was it real? It's really interesting. What did you think, David?
I mean, I love the fact, not that anyone planned it this way, except, well, maybe you with the selection of these, but to see a fast movie like F1 that's quiet, with leading characters kind of quiet, whereas this, lots going on. We see a big passage of time, but it's such a quiet film in that. I have to say, I really I agree it was beautiful. I think the story was powerful. It
Yeah.
was harder for me to enjoy, but I thought it was amazingly beautifully done.
Yeah.
And we have three in this very quiet film. We have three individuals who have their own action figures from it, two of which are from Star Wars, and the third from Jurassic Park 3. And they're all in scale together. So which is kind of fun for me.
Well, did Joel Edgerton have one for Batman? I mean, I know this is a little off topic, but
No.
Christopher Nolan's Batman as Bane?
No. Joel
that's
Edgerton had it
interesting.
for Owen Lars in Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith and Kenobi. He was in Kenobi. So we saw him.
Yes.
He reprised
played
his
Uncle
role
Ben.
there.
Yeah,
And I mean,
that's
he's
crazy.
he is so good. There's the talent that George Lucas basically just have phoned it in for those prequels. When you look, Rose Byrne.
Oh,
Natalie
stop talking about the prequels, man.
Oh my! Well, they're
beautiful.
Piece of they're gorgeous compared to other things. But Joel is great. It was great to see Felicity Jones. I thought their interactions together so sweet and poignant. This was a powerful story. It's not riveting cinema.
Yeah.
But it is a story that does what good film should do, which is, in my mind, touches you. Now, you fell asleep a little bit, so maybe we had to, maybe you needed a little bit more tap on the shoulder.
Overwhelming emotion, and I just couldn't process it. And
it's a lot.
It's a lot. It's heavy.
It really is.
But it's powerful movie about grief and loss and how you slowly come through it. And, it also made me think of all of those poor soldiers who might have hermitized themselves because of the amount of grief that they feel. And, how sad that is. And so it really makes, he doesn't speak much, but his face and his expressions, what he uses in his body.
Yes, you're right.
Is just incredible. And any other year I would want him to win, but it's that field is so deep with best actor. I'm like, I want somebody else to win.
He's good. And let me just say this too. I think at least from where we grew up and where we've spent the last 30 some odd years of our lives on the East Coast, we're familiar historically with certain levels of discrimination and prejudice.
Yeah.
And perhaps those of you who are watching our program from the West Coast, it's like, well, duh, that's obvious or whatever. But not everyone hears the stories of how Asian Americans were so treated poorly, not just when they came and helped build the initial railroads in San Francisco and the West, but the moments you see those, that is a powerful thing. It's and it's also timely now, and it's something that we can't forget. Obviously, during the COVID years, and there were some things going on where you heard a bit of an anti-Asian backlash in the United States. Certain folks will always have certain, some levels. But I thought in this very quiet, but as it's done in a powerful way, those instances where we see it and the effect it had on the protagonist in this story, that to me, I thought was a really great thing. And they packed a lot in for about an hour and a half movie, a 90-minute movie, give or take. So anyway, but I think it was timely as well as beautiful in a very powerful story there. I'm really glad we watched it.
Yeah,
I'm really glad.
Definitely not a rah rah ha ha movie, but it is something that you should watch. So definitely check out Train Dreams. Now, our final is homage to Deep Space Nine in this week's episode, featuring Sam in Star Trek Starfleet Academy. Let's take a peek.
Let's see what we got.
Let's begin.
I was created 217 days ago on a world called Cask, and I'm the only photonic cadet at the Academy.
Hey, Sam.
I am Cask's future emissary to the Federation. One of my main jobs is to explain organics to my makers. But that's not always so easy. My makers need me to explain everything about organics. Problem is, organics are chaotic, complex, and unpredictable.
Doesn't get you wasted. Okay, so to simulate how organics feel when we drink. So if 1 tap equals 1 shot, okay?
Like I said, I'm all about the mission.
That's too many shots.
Why is everybody so squiggly?
That was so cute. What did you think? Or you want me to talk about it first?
Well, I'll
You
start
go.
here. We might go on and on about this one a little bit. I really want to like this show. I really want to,
Uh-oh.
but I don't. I really don't. I'd like to like it. I'm going to watch it because it's Star Trek, and eventually I think that'll somewhere in there it'll rub off on me, but I don't like it. I didn't realize that we're in this 3rd or 4th episode. I had no idea
Fifth.
what she was until now.
Oh, you didn't know she was a... I don't understand why it's photonic versus hologram. I don't understand, but I don't
Beats
have
me,
it.
but I didn't know. I mean, I think, the first when we talked about it, you were highly critical of
Yeah.
that character in the first 2 episodes.
Yeah.
And somewhere in there, maybe I'm not watching it as close enough. I didn't realize what she was. I just thought she was kind of quirky, kind of the cute, quirky person. But I thought I did like the homage and the connections back to Deep Space Nine. That
Yeah.
was cool.
Did you watch Deep Space Nine?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, so you saw the whole series.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Watched all of it. I thought that was great. The Star Trek memorabilia and artifacts were really fun to see. The baseball caps, and they talked about his food and his love of that. I remember his dad had the restaurant, Captain Cisco, that is. And of course, the relationship with Dax, who now we've got a new Dax.
Mm-hmm.
So all of those things were cool. I was surprised about the way the Trill would look this time around. With
I think it's a mix of Cardassian.
it's maybe that's what it is. It's a little bit, yeah. So they, with some makeup stuff, they're coming up with some new species. I want to like it. I can't say that I really like it. But I did enjoy the little nod there to the Deep Space Nine program. Now you tell me, we kind of forced you to watch this.
Yeah.
Despite you have very high Star Trek standards. What did you think?
So I like it. It's growing on me. It's it's growing on me. And not being a Deep Space Nine person, you kind of don't get how important this episode is to all those super fans out there. And that I thought they did it very smart. Avery Brooks decided to quit acting, and so he's not in this. And his son is. I'm sorry if this is spoilers, but it's spoilers. It's all over the internet.
Yeah.
But I thought that was a nice way to bring the homage. And the speech at the end is from a poem of Avery Brooks. And so yes, and so that was really lovely.
Okay, that's a notch up.
But I know him as Hawk, and
from Spencer for Hire.
I wanted to see Hawk back. I was trying with that show because I was like, my man is out there, but I just could not stand Deep Space Nine, so I didn't watch it. But
Did you like the original Babylon 5 better since it was kind of a copy ripoff?
Oh, I don't like that one either. Okay. I'm a purist, David. Come on now. I like 2 Star Trek pretty much. But I thought that the Sam character, I thought that was super cute and would appeal to younger audiences. The way they did with like the little animation on the side, it was kind of like Miss Marvel did when you have these little cartoon things in the middle of what she's talking about. However, I don't understand quite her role as the emissary, and I just don't understand why they picked this person. I don't know. And maybe it's because she's not threatening, looking. But it's an interesting choice. But I feel like it just didn't make sense because she could absorb all the information with a touch, but then she has to go and find out this stuff, and it's taking her long. And I'm like, why aren't you just touching stuff and you understand everything? That didn't make okay.
Yeah.
But suspend your disbelief. You had to do that a lot, I felt like, this episode. And it is a lovely tribute to Star Trek Deep Space Nine fans out there.
Yeah.
And I think people who love that show will be like, oh my God, I can't believe this is happening. So, and we saw the black on one side, white on the other side girl again, and I was happy. I can't wait. I want her to have an episode, and I hope by the end we get that Tribble as a member of Starfleet Academy. We gotta have a Tribble. But
I really don't believe they're sentient enough to do anything.
How do we know?
It'd be funny.
They got translators. Tribbles are the shiz night. I want to see a Tribble. So definitely, I think it's kind of a mixed review, but I think it's worth sticking with.
Oh, yeah.
Starfleet Academy. Let's see where it goes together. Okay. Well, that is our review. It looked like we had quite a number of comments.
Wonderful.
And some are good, some are kind of funny there. But I think that it is great that you all are here. If you're going to be negative, get off of here, because we're about positivity. So definitely, David, this week has been kind of a trying week with some things that people are posting. But you know what? I don't even care, because how about people go and watch Becoming? And we will review that in a couple weeks. We're going to review Becoming. So, but I encourage you to go and watch it now. Next week, we're going to look at Cross, and we'll pick up the next episode of Starfleet Academy. And I think we'll talk about the Olympics. The Olympics have just begun. And you know me, I'm an Olympic super fan from the cradle, baby. So I have watched every year, every Olympics since I was in the cradle, really, of the Olympics. So I know a lot of trivia, but definitely we'll talk a little bit about that. David, let's say goodnight to the people. Final
Hey, everybody.
words.
Well, all right. Well, thank you all so much for joining us. Glad to talk to you about this. Hope we have a great love of science fiction and I think good cinema and good storytelling in general. So stick around with us for the journey. We're going to have a lot of fun together, and I hope everybody stays warm and safe this cold, but maybe kind of warming up a little bit week. Y'all take care.
And if you support what the president posted, then you're trash. And
Amen.
You belong with him. And don't try to talk to anybody who looks like me. And we will see you next time. Take care.